Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today for your Friday, it's going to be an Into the Void between Ezekial and Nightshadow here on Automaton, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner is the red Terran player, Nightshadow. And in the top right-hand corner, the blue Terran player, Ezekial. Alright, so silver versus silver. Nightshadow says he will not have fun. He refuses to have fun. How dare Ezekial suggest that he should have fun? That is not cool at all. All right, man. Ezekial is opening gasless? He's opening gasless. There we go. He's starting it here, but that is late. That is a late gas start compared to the barracks. I think Nightshadow has a better handle on how this works. Getting that gas up a little bit earlier, and then the barracks is already on the way there too, so he should have the requisite gas in order to start a Reaper immediately, whereas I think Ezekiel is going to be a little bit late there. Although, considering the fact there's only 2 guys on the gas here for Nightshadow, maybe he's going to have a hard time with it too. That's the fun. That is the fun with Into the Void, is you never really know. Second barracks on the way from Ezekiel. He's planning on being pretty aggressive here in this TVT, which some people hate mirror matchups and just try to get them over as soon as possible, which I can totally respect. But yeah, man, Ezekiel about... You know what? That was okay. It worked out for him. He's making a Marine, though, so I'm not sure what the gas was all about. And Nightshadow also has enough for a Reaper here, too. Is he going to make one, is the question of the day. Absolutely not. Who needs attacking or defending units when you're playing StarCraft? Let's just wall off and hope the wall can save us. SCV comes in and actually does get a kill. No, that should not have happened. Ezekiel's Marine allowed that to happen. Dude, that... You allowed that murder to take place. That was not cool. That was not cool of you at all, my friend. Alright, it's fine. Is that a okay, so factory. So 2 racks factory from Ezekiel. He's got 1 gas, of which has he spent it just for the factory. That's the only thing he's made it for. And finally, Reapers from Nightshadow. And actually, when I say Reapers, I mean Reapers, because he's got multiple queued up here. So I actually don't have a name for a Reaper group, but we'll just call them the Magnificent 7. Because let's get to 7. Can we get to 7 Reapers, Nightshadow? How's that sound? Good? Great. Let's roll with it. Either way, first guy moving on out here from the Magnificent 7. They somehow found themselves teleported from their Old West setting into a space setting. Most of them still figure they're on a movie set. And just kind of improv their way along with it. But boy, will they be surprised when they actually end up dead. Speaking of which, have you guys watched Love, Death, and Robots? Holy smokes. It's mature audiences only, so if you're a kid, like, just don't listen to this. But it's on Netflix, and it's a series of short films, I guess? Really short films. Like 10 minutes or under short films that are all vaguely tied together in senses of robotics and mild future and space travel, and it's just, I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun. Everything I've watched has been pretty interesting so far, and I can recommend it. I really want to know the story behind it, though. I want to know what it means. Like, did Netflix be like, hey, I'm going to commission, 15 little short science fiction-ish things from different artists, because they're all different styles. And then we'll just put them all together in this little anthology. Or did they collect them? Did they collect these little things and put them all together in an anthology? I think that probably makes more sense, but here come the Magnificent 7 versus that many Marines, though. Yeah, if you're outnumbered 2-1, it's not going to be a good time for you, Mr. Reapers. You need more Reapers than that. And yeah, man, now... Oh, there's Widow Mines for Ezekiel. Oh, there's Widow Mines for Ezekiel. All right, here goes nothing. Hopping on up, and do not get killed by the Widow Mines. Do not get killed by the Widow... Is he coming back around for more? All right, see you later, guys. See you later, Magnificent 7. You did not get to 7. That is definitely the case. Look at him queuing up all of those Marines. I mean, he's got 800 minerals he's trying to spend here. He's macroing on the other side of the map, but also not spending in the meantime. Working on tanks, which I love to see here. He's got a starport for medevacs. I have to assume that's what that is. And there's the medevacs beginning to be pumped for Ezekiel here, too. So he's going Widow Mine Marine. I really think the Widow Mines were in response to the Reapers. They're just easier to deal with Reapers than Marines are. I think he was maybe planning on going for something else, but then he saw that and kind of panicked. So what he needs now is probably tanks. If we're going to go Marine tank versus Marine tank, one of us has to go Marine tank. Nightshadow's definitely going there. Ezekiel doesn't seem to be. He's just going for a lot of Marines and Widow Mines, going for an attack here at about the 5-minute mark, which I kind of like. But you gotta go now. You gotta go now. And don't leave anybody behind. Ah, you left that Marine behind. Do we have tanks? We've got one tank and another tank out now. So Nightshadow, one basing it here, as Ezekiel is too. So I guess there's not really an advantage in that sense. The Reapers, did they see that? I want to say they caught a glimpse of that and they saw it coming over. And that's why Nightshadow has his tanks. He's going to be ready for this drop. I really feel like Starport up here in the north, I think to avoid scans, but Ezekiel's going to see this just because he's going to fly right into it. And yep. All right, so scouted on a loading. SCVs here too? Why the heck did you bring SCVs? Is he going to repair the Widow Mines with them if necessary? Dude, Widow Mine. Oh! Big time hit there. 4 kills on this Widow Mine. I think that's the one that killed the Reapers on the other side too, and it is. It definitely is here. These Marines need to be attacking stuff. Ah, there's your tank. Get on top of the tank. Get on top of the... Oh! All right, that's fine, I guess. Ugh, Widow Mine taking serious shots here. Unload on the tanks. Unload on the tanks. That's what I'm liking to see here. But defensive Marines are coming in to help here too, and that is a horrible situation for Ezekiel to be in. He gets one of the tanks, but everybody else is dead, including his medevacs. He doesn't boost them out. And this Widow Mine here with a little flashlight on his face wants to get one more kill. A kill, right? He doesn't have a kill yet. And bam! He gets an SCV and wounds some other ones, and that's all he's able to do. I don't know what these SCVs were for. I gotta imagine they were there to repair the Widow Mines if necessary, but that ended up not really happening. All right, man. More Marines in production here for Ezekiel. He's spending his money pretty well. 300 and 100 there in the bank. Nightshadow at 1,900 minerals and 500 gas. Spend your monies. Pro tip of the day. Spend your money. I've got somebody going through all of my Into the Void casts and watching them all in succession. And he has a lot of good pro tips for these players. I mean, he's watching stuff that's 2, 3, 4 years old now. But these players are not coming back to watch his stuff or watch my stuff and read those comments, I can tell you that much. But I appreciate reading them anyway. They're very fun. Yeah, so once again, Reapers coming on in, trying to get some stuff done. And guess who's got his own tanks? Ezekiel does. And he's got a Liberator, which might as well move out and get some stuff done there too. Oh, do not fly over these Marines. Don't you do it. Don't you fly over these All right. Well, these Marines, right place, right time. I'm not sure where they were exactly trying to go as Ezekiel scans this and says, ah, Marines, that's what killed my Liberator. How very sad. What a very sad realization there. But we've got tanks. I guess we can siege the front door a little bit here. Nightshadow is expanding behind this, which I really, really love to see. Expanding behind, attacking. Super duper mega life-changing important. These Marines are patrolling, as though Ezekiel's going to send further and future Liberators over this way and let them die. I don't think he is. Pro tip on that one. Oh, no Liberator, but tank takes down a Reaper there in 2 shots. Ezekiel unloads some Marines down here, which just south of his main. I'm not sure why he's doing this. Is he trying to catch these guys by surprise and murder them, possibly? Or just going to head on out and get a counterattack in? While Nightshadow is busy dancing back and forth in a random spot on the map where he thinks he'll be able to get some stuff done. Pro tip, he will not. All right, man, so these Marines are coming in. And what does left? Nightshadow has a Marine, tank rather, back here. 2,000 minerals and 300 gas. We got Marine versus Marine action. Fighting over that Vespine Geyser. Nobody has upgrades. Combat Shield is done for Nightshadow, which is why he won that fight. With exactly, how many hit points? 13? That doesn't make any sense. And he got the first shot, maybe. Either way, Ezekiel's coming in for the attack. Dude, supply depots are not exactly your priority target right now, man. You have Stim, though, which is good. Kill these SCVs. Wipe out all the SCVs in the natural. Let's do this thing. I guess going for the orbital command is kind of fun, too. But guaranteed damage. Kill the little stuff. Kill the stuff you can kill. Don't kill the stuff that would be awesome to kill, but you're not sure if you can do it. In that case, this orbital command. Yeah, everybody needs to be focusing on this thing. Do not be attacking the refinery too, little guy over here. Ron, I see you, Ron. I see what you're doing. Stim it up. Finish it off before the reinforcements come in. Ezekiel paying attention, I guess, to these Liberators that are shutting down his base over on this side of the map, which is super problematic. Nightshadow comes in, wipes out the medevac. The only hope that Ezekiel had of winning this battle was that medevac. And now he's done. So he's got Stim and Combat Shield, which is great, but he was outnumbered horrifically. These Liberators have 3 and 2 kills each, which is okay. But you have a starport, right? Make a Liberator. Make a Viking. Make something here, Ezekiel. What are you doing, man? Trying to bring the Marines around the other side here. Wandering around the outside of this barracks. Oh, getting in range. That guy too. Oh, yeah. There we go. And forcing them out at least. There's a turret up here in the natural mineral line, so that should be pretty fantastic. Dude, you can just set up where the Marines are. That's real bad. Okay. That's fine. Liberator still has 3 kills. Is still pretty happy about that. And wants to wipe out these tanks, which I kind of like. That's a fantastic move. Lowering the tank count of your opponent is like really, really game-winning stuff. Honestly, might as well. Oh, okay, those Marines died to tanks. Might as well have let the Liberator. Oh, he's baiting. He's baiting the Marines into these tanks. That's so good. Liberator. Oh, then the missile turret finishes her off. Well, she did some really good stuff there for a second anyway. For just a second anyway. All right, man. Nightshadow's bringing his tanks home. He's got a Marine up here. He could probably get some stuff done. Well, except there's a tank defending. Never mind. Not going to get anything done. Production tab entirely empty for both of these players, which really tells us this is an Into the Void game. APM 50 and 79. On average throughout this game thus far, it just really, I don't ever remember casting a pro level game where somebody has APM that is 50. It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, APM is not the tell-all, end-all, be-all, but it is still really important. Ezekiel has not resaturated his main, but he doesn't really have to because his natural is saturated. Because he only has 19 workers here at the 11-minute mark. Which, again, you need more of those. Nightshadow is replanting his command center. Did he lose that? No. No. Dude, he lost that orbital command? No way. No way, no way, no way, no way, no way. No way. Did Ezekiel's Marines get it down to burning and he didn't repair it? I don't want to go back and check, but I think that's what happened. I don't know what else could have happened there. Ezekiel has not had attacks across on the other side of the map here for a while. He had that Marine attack. He forced the liftoff. He did some good damage to the orbital command, but I don't think it was in the red or the orange. I assumed Ezekiel hadn't killed it. I assumed Nightshadow would repair it, but apparently not, I suppose. All right, man. Well, we're on 2 bases here at 12 minutes. Nobody is really trying to expand yet. Nightshadow has a pretty small containment army set up in really weird places. There we go. Let's move him up these stairs a little bit. Maybe try to set up containment here at the front door. Maybe don't walk into tank fire like this. Maybe don't walk into... Ooh, dodge at the last second. Reaper friend is really interested in dying, though, as his corpse is catapulted quite forever there. That SCV has the same fate. It's got to be a pretty instantaneous death, right? For siege tanks to murder you, just bam, you're done and your corpse is flying through the air gracefully. I will say that Nightshadow's Liberator usage is pretty good. It's probably his best ability. My goodness, that's a lot of dead SCVs. Are you... Why? Nightshadow then decides to A-move his Marines into tank fire and they all die. The tank has 8 kills and this one has 5. Dude, wipe out the tanks. Liberators! Oh, hang on, there's Vikings. Alright, well, we're trying to fight here, which is not going to go well. Liberator anti-air is actually pretty bad. It does splash damage, but it's not that much, and by yourself, it's not going to do a whole lot. Oh, man, he's trying to land. Don't do it. They just went in. Oh, they just went into non-siege mode. Oh, that's so brutal. All right, Ezekiel, are you going to play the same game as the Nightshadow does and not repair this supply depot? I will not be surprised if that happens. Nor will I be, honestly, all that disappointed. But Ezekiel doing a pretty good job here, replacing workers that have been killed. He's lost 16. And he's still up 29 to 20 workers. Nightshadow is just not making SCVs. He's not... Does he not have a rally? I don't think he has a rally set on this natural, you guys. SCV finally does get back to work here, but I think Ezekiel has this game won. Nightshadow's Liberator stuff is really keeping him in it, which I, again, impressed by, right? Liberator play is important, especially in TVT and especially in TVZ. Yeah, he let that supply depot die and he's rebuilding it. Vikings are like, hey, what did we say about setting up over here? We're just going to fly by and make you worry that we exist. Oh my gosh, the Liberators are going to win this. Oh, the Marines come in for the assist, though, and the Liberators wipe out all but one of them. Or the Marines wipe out all but one of the Liberators. That was pretty good stuff. Honestly, if you're going to go for this many Liberators, get Advanced Ballistics. It's an upgrade at the Fusion. Well, the Fusion Core lets you get it. Lets you get the upgrade at a tech lab on a starport. But anyway, Nightshadow's making Thors because he has the resources to do it. He is also sitting on 20 workers to Ezekiel's 35. So again, you can lose a lot of stuff if your opponent is not good at making replacement stuff, you know? You can afford to lose a ton of stuff there. Alright, where are we at? Liberators from Nightshadow. What else do we expect, you guys, besides Liberators from Nightshadow? Flying not, oh, almost into missile turret range. Good pull. Decent pull. Okay, maybe not as good a pull. Hey, hang on, guys. Well, some of you got pulled, just not everybody. Ezekiel keeps getting this huge worker lead, and then he just loses it. It just falls apart to these Liberators so much. Where are your Vikings? Oh, did they all die? I think they all died. Here come the Marines, stimming on in, and goodbye, Liberator. These Marines are upset. They have +1 attack, and +1 armor, and stim, and combat shield, and by golly, a third base. Nightshadow says, you know what I need with 20 SCVs? Is a third base. And he's not wrong. He's effectively mined out of his main. He's really mined out of his main, 100%. And his natural is pretty well saturated here too. He's looking pretty good, but a third base would really do him well and good and make him have healthy bones and teeth and skin and stuff, and so he's doing it. Liberators cruising on up to get some more stuff done. I mean, Nightshadow is the Liberator guy. I don't know what he's liberating here. I guess maybe assuming that Ezekiel will at one point want to come over here and take a third, and the Liberators will be ready for it. Gosh dang it. Boy howdy. Oh, I like this. I like the sensor tower Ezekiel has running. That's pretty good stuff. I like this third base too, man. Is he making SCVs? Check that production tab. Nightshadow is making SCVs. Boo, yeah. Loving it. Really liking a lot. Army supply 59 to 64. Too close to call on that one. Both players are making stuff. I mean, Ezekiel's working on Marines and Vikings, which is cool. Nightshadow actually getting +2 vehicle weapons and continuing to make Thors, as well as +2 vehicle and ship plating, which, dang, son. He's really... Is he meching? It looks like he's meching here now. He's switching over from like a Marine Liberator style to a Thor tank style, which can be pretty good if you have enough tanks. I kind of like it. Pretty good against the Vikings too, those Thors are, with their anti-air splash damage. There we go. SCV comes in. Thinks about building a base. Dude, what are you doing? No! What? Where are you going, guys? Are you just going to try to expand over here? Down here, maybe? Hey, Nightshadow's expanded twice, you guys. Holy crap. Good job, Nightshadow. After not expanding forever, for literally forever, he finally expands twice. He still only has 33 workers on 4 bases, but that's okay. Apparently he has enough, although his army supply is sitting at a pretty sad... Ugh. 59. Okay. And he keeps running Marines into their deaths. It's like he has a personal vendetta against Marines. Reaper comes in. Ezekiel makes a Reaper at the 19-minute mark and tries to wipe out this entire base by himself. Which is not possible. Which is totally not possible. Oh, a Thor drop. Holy crap, Nightshadow. Thor dropping into the main base, wiping out supply depots, going after barracks. My goodness, he does supply block Ezekiel quite handily already. We're honest. Marines coming on in. I don't know if there are enough. There are enough Marines now, though. The Thors unsupported versus Marines are not going to do very well. There's tank fire here, too. And the Thors are going to get wiped out. Just the number of Marines, the sheer number here. There's no splash damage from these Thors. The Vikings landing doing bonus damage versus mechanical, helping to clean that out a little bit faster. Nice job, Ezekiel, landing the Vikings to get some more damage done. And yeah, man, Ezekiel decided to expand up here, which is by golly hilarious, throwing up 2 command centers in that location. This Reaper is going to take down this orbital command. We laughed at him when he started this job, but he's almost there, you guys. Poor guy. Vikings landing over at Nightshadow's 4th base to wipe out everything. The mules are dead. Some SCVs might escape, but maybe not. Nope, definitely not. And here comes the Vikings to defend, but guess what? You're outnumbered. About a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 here. Ooh, got a shot off onto that as it was landing, which is kind of great. And then we're just going to head on over. If the Marines want to respond, we'll do something else here. Don't mind us. Maybe landing here and wiping out this starport would be great, as I think it's the only starport that Nightshadow has. Yeah, he's got the one. He's got the one here. Takes down a tank. Takes down nothing else. Ah! Now look who... No, the tables have turned. Nightshadow wipes out Ezekiel's Vikings. All right, all right, all right. Is this base scouted?
Mineral
Nope.
field depleted.
No, that base is not scouted at all. Nightshadow does not know about it. And this is, again, scouted. This is scouted. All right, so Ezekiel has a better idea of what Nightshadow is doing than vice versa, which is a really good way to win this game, is if you have a good idea of what these players are doing and your opponent is doing in particular. All right, Ezekiel has a 64-52 army supply lead, which doesn't seem super ideal. Nightshadow is wandering tanks across the map 1 or 2 at a time, unsupported by anything else, which if you're going to do this, bring some Marines with them, please. And if you're going to set them up in siege, set them in places that make sense, please. This just is not in range of anything. It's not defending anything either. You're not being attacked in this location. Ezekiel heading on to the south. He's going to try to wipe out this base, it looks like. But he kind of left himself open to attack, is the problem. These 4 tanks set up, they can wipe that one out. The high ground tank has been doing work. He's got 7 kills. 10 kills on that low ground buddy, but Ezekiel swinging on in. Oh, look at that pull. Look at that pull, man. Did he see this coming? I bet he did. I bet he saw this coming. Nice. Well, then he brought all the SCVs back in. Maybe he just lifted it because... I don't know what that was at all. Oh, the Vikings versus the Marines are never going to work out for you guys. Some medevacs are going to die, but overall, it's not a good trade. And man, Ezekiel really asserting his dominance right now versus these tanks, versus these SCVs. Natural base is going to get wrecked too. Nightshadow's trying to build starports on the right side, maybe going for battlecruiser at some point. I don't know what those are for, but I don't know if he's ever going to be able to get to use them here. Nightshadow's coming back to deal with this. Tank's going to help immensely here, especially if those tanks happen to have +2 attack, which they do. But yeah, refinery down, more SCVs down. Nightshadow's down to 15 SCVs. And the Marines just not going to stand up here to this many tanks with support of a siege tank as well. The Marines come all the way home. I don't believe that Nightshadow believes in medevacs. Does he have any? He does not, and nor, I don't think he's built, he did build 5. All right, man, so I don't know where they went, but they're all gone now. And that's Tech Labs. That really tells me Fusion Core, which is not here, nor it is in production. I'm not sure if he's going Banshee then. Like a really sneaky proxy Banshee would be pretty good. Ezekiel's on 3 bases. He's got 37 to 15 workers. He has a really nice army supply and a really nice lead on his opponent, especially here at the 23-minute mark. Nightshadow's at 61 supply, ladies and gentlemen. Not a good place to be at all, at all, at all. Nightshadow coming on in for the attack. There's that 1 tank on the high ground that's enough to make him turn around and go all the way home. Look, man, if you 1 tank on the high ground can shut down your attacks, you are not cut out for StarCraft. You can't. You're not. Also, healing up your dudes would be really nice, because right now they have so low HP. Fusion Core? Fusion Core! Fusion Core! Fusion Core at lunch! Yes! Nightshadow is going battlecruiser over here. There's really no reason to throw out proxy starports with Tech Labs unless you're going a battlecruiser. Nightshadow happily has... I want to say happily, but he's on 18 workers. And sort of has 3 bases. I say sort of to be nice about it, but I mean, not really saturated up here, not really saturated down here. This base isn't done yet. You see where I'm coming from here. Nightshadow needs way more gas if he's going to go 3-port battle cruiser. But you know what? He's got a bunch. He just spent a bunch. That's why he's sitting on 200. And he's getting gas there. He's getting gas here. If he can get gas at this third base, he'd be pretty happy too. He is starting the refineries before anything else. Even before upgrading that command center to an orbital command. All right, man. I think this is the one thing Ezekiel's going to be worried about, is the presence of battle cruisers up in his grill. The thing is, Marines trade really well against them. Marines with especially +1/+1, working on +2 attack. They can do pretty fantastically. They might be the best anti-air in the game. Marines are. They just do so much damage and do it so quickly. They can burn carriers out of the sky, broodlords out of the sky, Tempests especially out of the sky. I think battle cruisers are on that list too, although the extra armor the battle cruisers are gifted with and the further upgrades they get make them a little bit tankier against Marines than the other large cap ships we were talking about. Nightshadow's expanding again, so I mean, all right, Ezekiel's being a little bit passive here. After taking his sneaky third base, he just really hasn't tried to expand at all beyond this. And I think Nightshadow's going to start to catch up here in Army Supply. It's 80 to 103 right now. A lot of this is Marines with +2/+1. Working on a +2 armor too. Way oversaturated as natural. He needs to expand. How long are you there? To a plein de fromage, says Ezekiel. Are you cheesing? Or plein? I don't know what plein is. To a plein de fromage. What the heck is that? Plein? To the internet. Full. Are you full of cheese? That's a good question. Maybe he is full of cheese. I don't know why he said it in French. Maybe Ezekiel is French. Seems entirely possible. All right, man. Ezekiel moving out. Nightshadow says, I'm sorry. I'm back now. He wasn't AFK because he's building stuff. That's a lie. All right, man. So Ezekiel lands in the main, wipes all this stuff out. Well played, good sir. Also sending Marines down to wipe this base. The 4th is in a lot of trouble. The battle cruisers have jumped, though, and we are in full Terran versus Terran base race mode, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I like to see. Base racing it, wiping out SCVs. Dude, Nightshadow is down to 15 SCVs again. Not a happy place, but he's been here pretty frequently throughout the game. Ooh, he denies the +2 armor on the Marines. I think that was accidental, but Nightshadow, that was a really important upgrade to deny for him. All right, Marines and Marauders fighting against the defensive tanks of Nightshadow. They know how to do it. You stim forward and you go. It's exactly how that works. Yeah, we are just... Nightshadow's bringing his whole army up here. This tank... Good golly, this tank. 12 kills, 15 kills. Does get wiped out eventually by aggressive tanks here. Nightshadow losing all of his command centers. There's just no saving them at all. The battle cruisers are wrecking through. 1 missile turret, not enough. 2 missile turrets, not enough. 3 missile turrets and 4 missile turrets are not going to be enough here. He did not get the weapon refit. I don't think he didn't. Yamato cannon would be really nice here. Yamato gun against this would be fantastic, but you just outnumber the missile turrets like 6 to 1. You're going to be okay. Nightshadow's expanding down to this right side, so he's not going to be revealed, which is really important for him because he does not have many buildings remaining against these guys. He's horribly supply blocked. Both these players are. Nightshadow has no supply. He's at 0 supply. Ezekiel's at 62 at least, but he's 60 under where he wants to be. This is so many battle cruisers. I'm kind of impressed by this. 9 BCs from Nightshadow. Oh, crap. Nightshadow's last base is done. Jumping back home to defend his final buildings. And by that I mean he has this guy too. But look at this positioning. This is good. I don't know if the Marines can all attack here, which is exactly what you want to do. There we go. That's what it's all about. Nightshadow is being revealed. It's left some stuff up to wipe out Ezekiel stuff. Ezekiel has the mining base, but he doesn't have any production facilities at all. I think we're going to units tab for the rest of this game. This Nightshadow SCV. No, 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 no. Ezekiel's Marine just cursorily turns around and goes, bam. Dead, sucker. All right, what are we at? 9 kills, 1 kill, 13 kills, 7 kills, 5 kills. This is amazing. Army supply 74 to 75 right now. And yes, I think the Marines directly answer this. But these guys are not dying without a fight. If you could make some supply. If his one, he's out of SCVs. Oh no, Nightshadow is done. Oh no, Nightshadow. All right, man, the BCs are fighting 2 battle cruisers go down. A lot of Marines are dying here. Medevacs forced to flee at the same time. These guys stay behind to die, sacrificing their lives for the Medevacs to live. I'm not sure if it made a difference in the end, though. I really don't. I'm really not sure here. Still fighting. Another battle cruiser is going to die. I don't think this is enough for Nightshadow. Maybe it is. Look at him just wandering around in circles, wiping out Marine after Marine after Marine here. Nightshadow. And then he jumps over here to finish off what Ezekiel has. What Ezekiel has, though, is a whole ton of missile turrets. I don't know if that was a good jump. 1 battle cruiser goes down. Another battle cruiser goes down. This one's getting repaired. It doesn't matter at all. Another BC goes down, and Nightshadow's forced to retreat from this position. There are 3 missile turrets here and 2 BCs remaining. And that's it. We got a Marine from Nightshadow pursuing Medevacs and picking them out of the sky. Ezekiel's army supply is 11, and I think a lot of these is technically Medevacs. Yeah, man, he's got a Marine remaining. Oh my gosh. Ezekiel expanding down here, trying to keep his stuff alive. Medevacs trying to take out these buildings. That's never going to happen. Ugh. If he had a worker, if Nightshadow had kept a worker alive, he'd be in a much better position right now. I mean, he's got to kill these missile turrets, and I just don't know. Can he do it? 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 2-on-1? Probably. Especially with the upgrades that he has, where he is sitting on +2 armor. My goodness, these guys have a total of like 5 armor right now. That's insane. This Marine finds these buildings. Ezekiel, his one final Marine, is trying to win the day here. Ezekiel keeps losing SCVs for no reason to save these buildings, which is a total waste. Don't be doing that. But expanding again here, too. That's pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, Nightshadow lost his Marine, by the way. He had one. Oh, the jump. The jump, and the Marine dies. And the Medevacs die, too. This one survives for about 3 seconds. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, man. Nightshadow feels good about finding one of the remaining bases here of Ezekiel, but he doesn't know about this one. He doesn't know the 3rd base of Nightshadow has been taken over by Ezekiel's army. Where's his other BC? Where's his other guy? He's checking for other bases to find. This is an entertaining TVT. By golly, it is. All right, man. BC heading over. There's nothing to stop this. There's nothing to stop the incoming death here on Ezekiel's only... Oh, hang on. He's building another base back here where he has the turrets to protect a little bit at least. Very smart. Ezekiel needs an engineering bay, like, now. Can he do that? Where's the jump? I heard a jump. Oh, he jumps back, and he forced to cancel. Oh, my gosh, this game. This game is insane. Ezekiel's making Marines. He's making 4 at a time here. Which is great, but whack. 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 I don't know if this BC can kill stuff fast enough is the problem. I mean, sure, killing SCVs is great, but more Marines are going to keep coming out all the time. And eventually, you're just going to lose it. He's trying to bring his other battlecruiser down here to fight, but in the end, is Ezekiel's down to 3 SCVs. Where are they? He's building an engineering bay up there. That's pretty good stuff. He's building a factory And another factory over there. Maybe for what? For cyclones? That would be interesting. Ezekiel needs to keep making Marines. He's got 2,000 minerals in the bank. Making Marines is a good thing to do, friend. Man alive. These battlecruisers, 51 kills and 21 kills on these BCs. They are MVPs of this match. They did so much work, but I just think in the end, Ezekiel... He's building bases all over the place. I mean, Ezekiel supply blocked horribly. So that's a problem. Holy smokes, Nightshadow. You can't win this. Can you win this? Where are you jumping? Over here? Why? He's checking. He's checking for additional bases. He knows Ezekiel has not been revealed. All these barracks are going to go down. What are we building? Tech labs on the factories. It's got to be cyclones, doesn't it? Aren't you trying to cyclone down these battle cruisers? I feel like you are. If you're Ezekiel. What a tech switch, man. What a great tech switch here. He's got the supply because he built this command center. Wait. Because he built that supply depot. And it is cyclones. But guess who's coming in? Battle cruisers just a little bit too late. Oh my gosh. If they'd been here a little bit sooner, they would have taken down the tech labs as they were constructing, and he would have shut this down. But instead, these guys are going to pop. It doesn't matter if there's not enough supply. These cyclones are here. Can they win, though, if they pop right underneath the battle cruisers? Oh, my gosh. It's a race. One comes out, uses the lock-on ability. Yeah, another one comes out, does take down one of the BCs, but gets wiped out himself. What an absolutely down to the wire nail biter this is. All right, man. So only one cyclone can come out right now. He's going to get there, I think. Yeah, man. One BC DPS is not enough to kill this before the cyclone. Hang on. Hang on there. Oh my gosh, he did it. He killed the factory. This is amazing. This is an amazing game. All right, man. Ezekiel down to 800 minerals now. But does have the ability to keep making stuff because he's got workers and Nightshadow does not. This 26 kill battlecruiser, man. Hero among the battle cruisers. The thing is, are you ever going to go back and look in your own base for stuff? This is all he has. He's sending his starports out on scouting missions to try to figure out what's going on here. I don't think Nightshadow's going to win this, but Nightshadow has put up a valiant fight. Look at that robot. Here we go again. Same story. If you'd gotten here sooner, you could have stopped the Vikings from being built. But it's not going to happen. The BC is too slow. Brilliant choice here, honestly. Going for what you can. A couple Vikings. 2 Vikings, man. And here goes nothing. Oh, the repair. The repair attempted, but no. SCV focused down. Missile turret down. Vikings come out. And here's your battle. Battlecruiser versus Viking. And they're being smart about it. They are kiting. That's exactly what you have to do here. What a great job by Ezekiel. Oh, actually, some errant shots there on the starport. That's not what you want. You kill this BC and you win. That's all this takes, man. That's all it is. Ezekiel making a couple more Vikings, but this fare thee well. Sweet Prince, 29 kill battle cruiser. And that's it. Very quick explosion for him, by the way. But yeah, that's going to be all she wrote. Nightshadow, he's got nothing left. And that's a wow game out of Nightshadow. You would. You would? You would. Then he leaves the game. You would, he says. That was incredible. That was so much fun. Yeah, I mean, we knew the Nightshadow was going to lose as soon as he lost all of his SCVs and Ezekiel still had stuff. That was it. I mean, really, in any base race, if somebody's still making stuff, then it's hard for the person who's not making stuff to win in general. But 33,000 resources lost for Ezekial and 32,400. That's incredibly close. Just stupidly close. And in the end, Ezekial was the proud owner of 3 Vikings and 2 SCVs. That's all he had remaining. 88 SCVs down for Ezekial. Again, making more SCVs consistently than Nightshadow did, but there's more to lose there too. 69 loss for Nightshadow. 9 battle cruisers down, 53 Marines of the 169 for Ezekiel. So many bases killed. Nightshadow lost 6 orbital commands. Ezekiel lost 2 planetary fortresses and 2 orbital commands, as well as 3 command centers. Because why not? Yeah, I did like the Nightshadow tech switch. I like a tech switch in the battle cruisers, but if he'd been able to keep his supply, right? Build additional supply, allow those 3 more battle cruisers he had paid for and were sitting there ready to go in the starports but couldn't go because they didn't have supply. 3 more BCs, I think, maybe makes the difference in this game. It maybe does. Also, his ability to maybe keep making units would have been good too, but... All right. Just fantastic. Fantastically entertaining. Really great TVT. But that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And you're into the Void series. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.